What's left of Idalia is now in the Atlantic Ocean, but the North Carolina coast is seeing significant rain tonight. In Florida, many residents are returning to check out their homes. Storm surge inundated entire neighborhoods, and high winds brought trees crashing down on homes. Officials say most people in hardest hit areas evacuated, but some had to be rescued as the water rose around them. Many are returning to devastation.
Overwhelmed, I would say, would be really the only kind of way to describe it. It's just ruined. I mean, everything in there is kind of lost, and you don't know where to start.
Idalia also cut a path through Georgia. Powerful winds lifted a car off the ground. Local police say 2 people inside escaped only with minor injuries. One man in Georgia was killed by a falling tree. 2 men died in Florida in separate incidents. Officials say they lost control driving during the storm and crashed. President Biden says he'll visit the Gulf Coast on Saturday to see the damage. Idalia is actually sending us some drier air today as it's now heading out into the Atlantic.
But the relief won't last for long. Your local weather expert, Chief Meteorologist Chris Franklin, has details.
Yeah, we're going to start getting back into the humidity starting tomorrow, but also much needed rainfall. This is the latest on Idalia. You're hard pressed to find it on satellite, and especially when you colorize the satellite, there is no thunderstorms around the center. It was classified as a post-tropical system. However, the expectation is that once it gets kind of over warmer water, it's actually over relatively cool water because of Franklin. Once it starts near Bermuda, it may start to reorganize and then become a tropical storm again. However, the model consensus really over the last couple of days now have indicated that this system is not going to be turning back into the Gulf and staying out over the open water. And there is pretty good model consensus keeping it over Bermuda, again, as a fairly weak, unorganized system, and then drifting northward. There are some models now that are kind of drifting it back toward maybe the northeast, something that those folks will have to watch over the next couple of days. We'll start to see if there's any more model consensus. For us, though, we will begin to see the humidity returning as well as rain chances. We've already started to see some rainfall, much needed, even a couple of thunderstorms down along the coastline around Houma, and also some very, very light rain into central and southern Plaquemines Parish. Cloud cover has been a little bit higher during the day today as well. We got into more of this mid-level and high cloudiness, keeping a kind of almost filtered sun. The dew points are still on the low side, 50s and 60s, and high temperatures were able to get into the 90s. We still have a northerly wind, but that will start changing direction later on tonight. So some changes are on the way. Much needed rainfall, but unfortunately it will occur almost all of our holiday weekend. Labor Day is Monday. More on that in a few minutes.
All right, that's a bummer, but well, much needed. Thank you,
Yes.
Chris.